Hi everybody, welcome to Brookdale Farm. We are a small 200-acre farm on the edge of the Western Australian wheat belt. We have about 100 sheep, we have 4 cows, a couple of dogs, and we grow some crops. All the machinery we use is old machinery because that's what we can afford and because it's reliable. We also have a collection of vintage machinery that we will show you a little bit later. The crops we grow are wheat, oats and field peas. We don't grow enough to sell them through any of the major bulk places, so we sell everything in 25 kilo bags just through the local markets and things like that. We grow wheat. This is our wheat. This is used for feeding chickens. It can also be ground into flour to make bread, but we don't sell it for human consumption, but there's nothing wrong with it. This is the oats. This is good. A lot of this goes for horse feed. It's also good for feeding sheep and cows and other stock like that. This is Nipper, our wannabe sheepdog, and these are the field peas. These are a high protein pea. It's good for putting weight on just about any animal. Also the racing pigeon people like these, so they're a really good food. We thought we'd take you a little bit through our seeding program this year and just show you how we get our crops into the ground. So we'll go down and have a look at the seeder now. So this is our seeding setup. Up the front here we have a 1964 Chamberlain Countryman 6. This is a 100 horsepower tractor with a Perkins 354 engine in it. These were locally made in Welshpool and were very common tractors in the West Australian wheat belt, and you still see quite a lot of them around. They're brilliant, almost indestructible tractors. Behind that we have our John Shearer Mark III air cart. Now this is the front part of an air seeder. It's called an air seeder because it uses a large fan up the front here to blow the seed down to the back where it is pushed into the ground. Now mostly these big fans are run with a hydraulic motor. My tractor doesn't have enough hydraulic capacity to run one of these, so we've got a little Honda motor running it on the other side there. If we come round the side here and up the ladder, we can have a look at the two bins on the back of it. This front bin here is the seed bin. At the moment we're seeding field peas, and the rear bin contains fertilizer. This is a phosphate fertilizer with some trace elements and things like that in it. So these boxes are both pressurized by the fan. At the bottom of the box there are metering rollers which allow a certain amount of grain and fertilizer out at a time. Down the back here we've got a gearbox with chain drives from the wheels back to the gearbox, and then these two chains here go to the bottom of the box and drive the metering rollers. We can adjust the amount of seed and fertilizer that go out with these adjustments here. The seed and fertilizer come out these hoses down the bottom, come down to the seeding bar, up to these divider heads. There's 4 hoses that come out the bottom of the air seeder. They go up to these dividing heads here where they're split into another 4 or 5 hoses, and then down we have a point down in the ground here that digs a bit of a trench. The seed comes in behind it, You can see a bit of the seed and fertilizer on the ground there sitting in the trench. And down the back here we've got press wheels. Now these press wheels just roll in the trench and help to cover up all the seed and fertilizer. Press it down a little bit so there's good soil moisture, good soil contact. This just helps the seed germinate a bit better. The first job is to spray the weeds. The weed competition in the crop really reduces the yield, so we need to get rid of the weeds for a nice clean growing crop. Next, for the wheat and the oats, we put out a granular urea fertilizer. This just gives the crop a little bit of a boost to get going when it first germinates. Then we can put the seed into the ground. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again here soon. Thanks, bye.